Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This World, My Take, where the headlines meet real life. How you guys doing, folks? I hope you had a great week and I hope that your weekend is starting off good. I would like you to please think about helping the platform to grow. We are growing and I'm seeing everybody that is subscribing. I thank you and I appreciate you stopping by. Let's get into the matter, ladies and gentlemen. So we are still on the Epstein file, ladies and gentlemen, and a whole lot is being revealed and a whole lot is coming into light. And I bet you that the DOJ and the FBI didn't know that by them telling people a couple of months ago that they are reviewing some list and then coming out to lie that there's nothing to see here. They didn't know that everything would, manifest to what it is today. And one of those things that is coming into light, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this: whenever you tell a lie, you need to keep telling lies to cover up the first lie you told. And until you come out clean, everything will eventually come out to light. Now, I want to say this, man. One of the things that has been that's come up to light, ladies and gentlemen, recently is a collaboration between Donald Trump and the FBI over the Epstein files. Now, some of you will be wondering, but how is this possible, John? But let me say this. Isn't it funny that A.G. Pam Bundy announced what she announced and she has not been seen in the forefront fighting tooth and nail like Donald Trump is doing? Now, if you are innocent over an allegation or you are innocent about something, wouldn't you just sit and chill and let time do the work? Or wouldn't you just sit and expose, release every necessary document so that the public can actually be the judge for themselves? All right, that's right. That reminds me. This man actually called his supporters weaklings. We're not going to talk about that, folks. I want us to look at this whole situation that came to light that Donald Trump actually was, collaborating and has been collaborating with the DOJ and the FBI over the Epstein files. Because, ladies and gentlemen, he knows that he is on that list. He knows that everything that he did while being friends to the disgraced financier, Jeffrey Epstein, will come to light. And he doesn't want you, the American people, to see it. But those who already know who this man is, we already know exactly the kind of things that would come out to light. And it would be a disgrace to understand that this same person whom we have been warned severally, the American people have been warned severally about this person's character, but still, we still got duped. And some of you fans that supported this man all the way to the White House, some of you guys are waking up from the matrix. Now, I want to read something which came out recently, and it says that according to the information my office received, you as in the president, you then pressured the FBI to put approximately 1,000 personnel. Why would you put 1,000 personnel on something like this, which, as we know, man, there were thousands and thousands of pages regarding this evidence, audio, video from the Jeffrey Epstein's raid that was performed in his New York residence. You then put 1,000 personnel in its information management division. That's the IMD, including the Record Information Dissemination Section, the RIDS, which handles, folks, pay attention, the RIDS handles all requests submitted by the public under the Freedom of Information Act. Yes, you can actually ask for information because it is your right to get that information, especially those information that are need to see basis. The Freedom of Information Act and the Privacy Act on 24-hour shifts to review approximately 100,000 Epstein-related records in order to produce more documents that could be released in arbitrarily short deadline. So, folks, think about this. When this whole situation popped off, this man actually pressured the FBI to actually hire more people, put more people on it so that they can actually, stand by and observe. But let's continue to actually understand the degree at which this man went to collaborate things to ensure that everything is kept under a hush-hush situation. This effort, which reportedly took from March 14th through the end of March, was haphazardly supplemented by hundreds of FBI New York field office personnel, who many of whom lack the expertise to identify statutorily protected information regarding child victim and child witnesses or properly handle FOIA, Freedom of Information Act requests. So this man put these people on there. He asked the FBI, you know what? I want you to put some people on there, 1,000 people of them, so that they can work on this Epstein thing. And let you know, some of them were not even qualified. They didn't even know what they were doing. Let's continue what is written in this report, man. My office was told that these personnel were instructed, pay attention, they were instructed to flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned. Folks, if this is not a criminal act, to let the American people know that we were duped the second time to put a criminal into the White House, then I don't know what it is. Notably, in 2002, Mr. Trump said of Mr. Epstein, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. Listen to what this pervert is saying. And many of them are on the younger side. If this is not pedophilia, I don't even know what is happening. If this man is not a pedophile, I don't know exactly what to call this man. Just yesterday, it was reported that the department previously reviewed a leather-bound album comprised of dozens of letters from Mr. Epstein's friends in celebration of his 50th birthday in 2003. The letters were collected by Mr. Epstein's partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, and included one from President Trump that allegedly contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman. We all know that he likes women, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. And the future president's signature is a squiggly donut below her waist. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as this administration keeps trying to play games and act like they don't know exactly what is happening, as much as they keep trying to sweep this thing under the rug, the more we are going to understand the level of this. 15 years of friendship with this guy, and there are audios by Michael Wolff, the American author, to back a whole lot of these things, that these two were best of buddies. They did a whole lot of mischievous and, perversive things together. And now this man wants to all of a sudden like, oh, he wasn't my friend. I'm distancing myself from him. We already know. Remember, this is the man who said in the audio, like, women, I just grabbed them by the you-know-what. This is the same man we are talking about. And to try to just stall this whole process, he goes out and then he sues the Wall Street Journal for this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I just cannot wrap my mind around this. But I would say this. Keep trying, Mr. Trump. Keep trying to do your worst and your best to cover this mess up. Your past is going to come back to haunt you. This man, he's forgetting to know that Americans are very creative with the way we come up with situations and exposures of things. Trust me, we will get to the bottom of all of this, and a whole lot of things will be revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, I will end this vlog by saying this. Do you actually see what is happening? Do you understand the stench of the scandal? This is way bigger than the situation that happened with Nixon. This is bigger than Watergate. I think we should start calling this thing the Epstein Gate, because it's a blatant cover-up that we are watching. Folks, this world is complicated, but you know what? We will keep talking about it. Stay blessed and have a great weekend.